Uranus stations direct today. This is probably one of the biggest transits that we have going on this week. It stations direct at 27 degrees of Taurus, completing a cycle that's been going on since May 15th of 2018. Taurus rules the second house, which is usually finances, values, what we spend our money on. And so between May of 2018 and April of 2026, what were some major shifts or changes or electric shocks that we had as a collective all around the world when it came to finances? I find it fascinating that the crypto boom was in 2017, and we start to feel the beginning of transits before they happen. We were already headed into the energy of Uranus and Taurus. Cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, from my understanding, was created because there was people wanted to change the way that we looked at currency. They wanted to decentralize currency, taking the power away from big banks and putting it more into the hands of the people in a more democratic way. You could see also with crypto and with Bitcoin, this fluctuation that's been going on over the last several years. At times, it was valued so much money. At certain times, it was valued so little money. This also symbolizes our values as a collective changing and shifting. In 2020, which was during Uranus's transit through Taurus, we had the coronavirus. And when people were forced to stay at home, some people really changed what it was that they valued. Some people definitely needed things like stimulus checks to get by, so they were focused more on their needs. But for some of us who, especially people who were still making full-time income when they were working, or they were in some kind of energetic surplus, they had a little bit of extra cash lying around. And we saw people start to invest in things differently than they had in the past. The wellness industry really boomed, spiritual industries really boomed. Many people, more people than not, went through spiritual awakenings at that time. And I think at least half of those people were guided by someone, whether it was a coach, or a healer, or it was a blog, or even like vitamins, or ashwagandha, or cacao, or supplements, yoga. These things kind of made a resurgence, and people were spending their money on healing in a way that they hadn't before. Because sometimes when we are forced to slow down, when we're forced to reevaluate, it changes what it is that we value. And because some people did have this surplus, this new surplus, because when else in your life were you just randomly given like $2,000? I know that's never happened to me in my life. Maybe that has happened to you. You're like, oh, I have a little bit of extra cash. What do I want to spend it on? We can learn a lot about how the collective is moving and changing, evolving through the ways that we spend money. I think in a capitalist world that we tend to put our money into what it is that we value.